Did you know that Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm has a podcast and that we go live every week with a lineup of shows on BND TV? Head over to our YouTube channel today and subscribe for the latest in real estate, entertainment, education, and information. Here's what you missed last week.
Coach told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Coach told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Wine on Saturday, wine on Sunday. But Coach told me I can never miss a Monday.
Every week, Coach Mike, I'm always so surprised at how members of our audience stay engaged with the show, how they comment, how they send messages in, how they record themselves asking Coach Mike those relevant real estate questions, man. And this week they outdone themselves. Coach Mike, man, I know you're always ready, willing, and able to educate the members of our audience. And I got the first question teed up for you, Coach Mike. So if you're ready, we can do it.
Let's go, Rick.
Question number one for Coach Mike. Coach Mike, how much does it cost to go to real estate school?
How much does it cost to go to real estate school? You know what? That's a great question, Rick. I think a lot of people don't realize that it's multiple options that you can approach when it comes to going to real estate school. You know, the most affordable option is to pick up an online course, you know, self-paced, kind of do it on your own pace. That's going to be the most affordable. And that really works for some people, right? You know, you have companies like Aceable Agent is a company that does that. And, you know, I know Champions, they have like an online course, but you still get, it's kind of like a hybrid of online, but then you also still get an instructor, which is a little bit more, which costs a little bit more. But that online self-paced class is going to be your most affordable. Then when you connect with a school like a Champions Real Estate School, right, that has a brick and mortar, that has locations where you can go in person, but it only it's more like a vocational situation. It only, you know, they only give the classes for realtors, they give the classes for appraisers, inspectors, and that's it. Like it ain't like no degree or nothing. Then that's going to cost a little more. Slightly more than maybe double, maybe even sometimes triple what you would spend with the online course. Online course may run you between $200-$300. That champion situation is probably going to run you, you know, between $900, maybe $1,500, depending on what package you go with. And then the third option, Rick, is that you can get with one of the local colleges, right, and get a part of their degree plan. You can get. You can end up getting your associate's degree if you do the two-year program. Like HCC has one, San Jack, you know, they do that. You know, you go 2 years. That first year, you typically get all your classes to where you can take the exam. And then that second year, you do other classes where you can fill that curriculum. That one is going to be the most expensive. Yet because it's a school, you are able to get financial aid. So,
oh, wow.
That's another opportunity for you. So those three options. You know, this is a great plug though for Brooks & Davis, because we actually have a real estate school connection. So Calibri real estate school, it's a company or a family of real estate organizations throughout the United States. And we went in partnership with them, Rick, and we're actually getting phenomenal discounts for our people that go through the Brooks & Davis Real Estate School. We only offer continuing education. We only offer pre-licensing classes. Right. No, I take that back. We offer both. What am I talking about, Rick? Oh, that's what it is. We don't offer the SAE. That's what it is. So we offer the pre-licensing classes, but with our pre-licensing classes, a person could actually get the 6 pre-licensing classes and get their 2-year 90 hours SAE, pay for it all at once. They can get it like that. But then they can also get their CE classes at a deep discount as well. So Those were the three options when it comes to getting real estate school and paying for it. So hopefully that helps somebody.
Now, for those in the audience, Coach Mike, that third option, reaching out to Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, how would one go about scheduling a consultation or getting enrolled in the program via that method?
I mean, honestly, Rick, it's a link, man. We'll send them the link, and then they could sign up for it. Matter of fact, if we give our super producer a moment, she can probably pull that link and put it on the screen for everybody. But it's just a matter of them going to that link, and then they'll see the options as far as the real estate schools and whatever is their situation. If they're in the pre-licensing situation, then they'll click on that link. If they need some continuing education, then they'll click on that link. All right, yeah. So if you go to Linktree at Coach Mike, then the link is actually on there for the real estate school that they could sign up for that as well. So that would probably be the easiest place for them to go, to where they could see that, and then they could see a host of other things that we offer, or that I personally offer as Coach Mike.
Oh, no, and I invite everyone in the audience, take advantage of that link, schedule it, and work through Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, because for those that are value conscious in the market, want to make for sure that they are able to get the maximum value for their hard-earned dollar, this is the route you want to take. Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, working with CEO Coach Mike, you can get great discounts on your pre-licensing real estate education. So I urge everyone in the audience, take advantage of that opportunity, because until you just mentioned it, Coach, I had no idea that you had discount connects for discounted real estate education.
Yeah,
so
man, we got the
audience,
connect.
man, take advantage.
Yeah, man. Look, I was, and it's funny because we had the little real estate school, and you would think, all right, it's Brooks and Davis's school. So when it was time for me to renew my license, I was like, it was an automatic, right? Mm-hmm. But hey, like you said, you got to be cost conscious. So I'm like, man, let me see. I'm used to paying a certain amount for my stuff. Right. So I started looking at some of these other classes. But then when I went back to Brooks and Davis, I was like, man, we are the cheapest, like for real. And I did my continuing education.
Right.
So we are the cheapest in the market, man. I can honestly say it.
Hey, man, I hope that answers your question to the member of our audience that submitted that question. For those that are thinking about educating themselves and becoming a part of the real estate community, jump out there, go to Coach Mike's Linktree, get involved, sign up, and educate yourself. Coach Mike, remind everyone in the audience about the support for those who are studying towards their real estate license that Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm provides, as far as study halls, study groups, and just that opportunity to bond and share ideas with those that are actually studying towards their license at the same time that you may be studying towards it.
I mean, no, appreciate that, Rick. We're serious about getting, we want more agents, right? Obviously, we want more agents as a brokerage firm. We want to grow, we want to scale. But what we're saying is that if you're in real estate school, let us help you get past the exam, right? We're not like these other brokerage firms out here that's just going to sit back and wait. Like, hey, once you pass the exam, then come talk to us. Like, no, we're not going to do that. So, we have, obviously, if you're already licensed and you're interested and you need support and you want to go through our mentoring program and other things that we're doing, hey, it's here. But if you're just starting, or if you're in class, or if you taking all the classes and you're just not able to get past that exam, we have tools, we have resources. You mentioned one of them, our study hall that we do twice a month, where, we talk about, we give you access to resources. We give you access to test taking techniques and, things that we've learned across the gambit as it relates to make you more successful. Like, there are techniques that I've learned, Rick, through my trainings, that people that are sitting for the bar exam, they implement these techniques to help them. People that are sitting for, the GMAT, these are things that they implement when they're test taking. So, we have great strategies that we give to the people that are in our real estate student affiliate program to help get them past the exam, because ultimately that's a better thing for Brooks and Davis if we help get more people licensed. So I strongly encourage people to visit our website so you can learn more about our real estate student affiliate program, where it's not replacing real estate school, right? Champions, be okay, champions. We're not trying to replace you guys. We're not competing with y'all. It's not replacing real estate school. All it is a supplement. It's additional support, right? And everything that we do at Brooks and Davis is all about support. So it's an additional support to help you get past the first. We're talking about this is the first obstacle when it comes to real estate is getting to the exam. It's the first of many, but we got to get you past that first one. And we want to get in it with you, and we want to help you with it. So that's what the Real Estate Student Affiliate Program is about. Make sure that you go and check that out.
Hey, man, look, man, I tell you, on behalf of everybody in the audience, I want to thank you for everything that you're doing. This question was very well received. This was something that I hope these answers and this information is something that can serve everybody in the audience. Coach Mike, you know, we got a second question here teed up from the audience, man. I'm really excited to hear your thoughts on this next question. If you're ready for question number 2, Coach Mike, I have it teed up for you and ready.
Let's go, man.
Let's check it out. Question number 2, Coach Mike, are container homes safe, and will a bank finance them?
Well, you know what, Rick, this question is right on time, man. Like the partner that we brought in on Thursday, Jennifer Nina, shout out to Jennifer. And she talked about this project that they're doing in Cleveland, Texas, where they're actually building affordable homes, right? Inside of a master plan community where other builders are already there. They're building affordable homes, utilizing containers and she showed us pictures of them, because, you know, people think container homes, they're like, oh, they're going to be cheap. They're going to be, you know, they think about the containers on the ships as if, you know, that's what they're going to look like. But these houses look like houses, right? All they do is use the container to really replace, like, if you're building a traditional home, you have the frame, right? Well, that's all the container is really doing. You're replacing the wood frame with this steel container frame. But as it relates to the walls, as it relates to, you know, the brick or the stucco that you put around it, as it relates to the roof, like the windows, like they cut them out and they got windows in there. Like these things look, not only do they look like houses, a lot of them are beautiful. They are also, they last longer, right? They have a longer lifespan, these container homes. So, you know, to their question, are they safe? They're safer than regular homes, right? Because they're not wood, they're steel, right? So they're more flame retardant, right? They have 20, 30-year warranties. You know, people think about, oh, well, it may rust. Well, will it though? Like, I mean, you know, when it comes to rust and combating rust, there's plenty materials that you can put around steel to where it does not rust. So based on everything that we found out on Thursday as it relates to container homes, it's not only is it more affordable, it's a better product, it's a better value. And these houses that, you know, one builder is selling $250,000, they're able to sell the same house, same square footage, $199,000. Like you're saving like 50 grand on the house, and it truly makes it more affordable. So, you know, I actually asked this question when I was talking to the young lady, because I had heard that the one thing about the container homes was that banks weren't financing them, right? And what I found out from the young lady was that they are. Like, you can get FHA conventional, you can get all the same financing options with container homes that you do with regular homes. So maybe at one point they weren't able to get financed, because I know I heard that. I know I knew about that, but it does seem like it's been some time since I've been in conversations around that. But yeah, that right there, at that point, it's a no-brainer then. Like, everybody needs to be moving in that direction. I mean, they literally say they can build these container homes in 60 days, Rick.
Wow.
60 days. And that's them being conservative, right? They still go on a slab, still on a slab foundation, right? Like I said, the roof, you could put a pitch roof on top of it if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Like, you could leave it flat. They put a residue or a pad on top, or you could make it a rooftop terrace, Rick. Think about having a rooftop terrace on top of your house, using your roof as like an extra patio on the roof.
Right.
Think about
An
that,
entertaining
right?
space.
Yeah. So it's like, it's so much more flexible, man. I'm super excited. I was just seeing some of the plans that they had and how they had decked them out and what you could do with the containers. It kind of blew my mind. So I'm glad that this person asked about container homes, which gave me a soapbox that I could get on to really speak about it, especially since we're talking so much about affordability and we're talking about how supplies are going up and wood costs and transport costs and all the complaints that the builders are having on why they got to charge so much for the houses. Well, now we got a real solution that we can help more people get in the houses. So yeah, I'm excited about it.
As far as the container homes and this opportunity in Cleveland, for those in our audience that weren't able to attend that training or haven't had an opportunity to hear from that speaker, is there any way for them to interact with Brooks and Davis, get access to that training, or be able to sit in on your next Zoom meeting where you're speaking along those type of topics?
Absolutely. So, our trainings, we record them, right? So it should be, we try to give ourselves a 7-day window from the actual live recording, the live training to get it on our YouTube channel. So I would encourage everybody to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So as soon as it's uploaded, you'll be able to be notified and you can go there and see the whole presentation and learn all about it.
The great thing about Brooks and Davis TV and the Brooks and Davis YouTube channel is that you guys do a great job of staying on the cutting edge and what's most relevant in the real estate community. Things like container homes, things like going over and learning more about the tax auction and things along those lines, because now there are so many people that are newly being introduced to real estate from an investment perspective, from a buying perspective. It's good that you're providing them with these different avenues to get involved in the real estate investing field without feeling like they're being pushed or pigeonholed into one particular type of product. So I want to commend you for doing that, because there are so many people that hear about container homes and things as far as future building the type of products that in real estate people are going to be building. I think that's a great opportunity for them not only educate themselves, but to dispel a lot of the myths and rumors that may be going around that may not necessarily be based in fact.
Yeah, absolutely. Great point, Rick. All right, let's see. What's next? What's next on the agenda?
Okay.
Real estate topic. All right, you got a real estate topic for the people today?
Our real estate topic is container homes.
Hey man, that's kind of been the theme lately. Like even on Monday Night Live, we had a question from the audience that asked about, are container homes safe? And if you could get mortgages on them. And then we had Miss Nina, she's been getting a lot of love. Jennifer Nina, who came to the office on last Thursday, and she talked about how they're doing a major investment in the Cleveland, Texas area of container homes that you could get in on. So what's your take on container homes, Margaret? Some people be like, oh, those are just what they call them,
trailer homes 2.0.
Yeah, that's what people be saying about them. But I've seen some really good versions of container homes.
I guess, because there's a market for mobile homes.
But they're not mobile homes. Like, Jess, if you can find some images of like container home setups, I'm gonna put that on the screen too.
So I was saying, since there is a market for mobile homes, there'll be a market for container homes as well.
But I think container homes are better than regular houses.
Well, there you go. Start selling them.
Like, think about it. First of all, they cost less to build. Because the only thing that you're doing is that you're replacing how you have the frame, the wood frame. All you're doing is really replacing the wood frame with a container. But then you still got to put the brick around it or the stucco. You can put the pitch roofs on it.
You put stucco on it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They look like real houses.
Okay, so what if you want like a 2-story one?
Yeah, you get 2-story ones. They look like regular houses. You even you have more. Like, look at that. That's a container home.
Okay.
That's a container home right there.
So what kind of insurance? Like, do you have to get like a wind policy?
No, they're more durable. They're more durable than other houses because they're not made out of wood. So as far as catching on fire, they're made out of steel. Infrastructure.
Interesting.
I'm just saying. See, it makes you think about it, right? Look at that container home.
Okay, so that looks like maybe 3 of them.
Yeah.
A 6.
it go down. You can do everything to a container home that you do to a regular home. You can cut the windows out and all that stuff, and it's more affordable. Even the project container home, even the project that Jennifer was talking about, they're able to sell their houses for like 20, 30 grand less, same square footage, 20, 30 grand less than what the traditional builders in that same subdivision are selling their houses for.
Are they movable?
No,
Okay.
they're on a slab.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on a slab. So the thing about the container home is not about being able to transition or move or like other stuff. It's really the biggest deal is that they cost a lot less and they can be really nice and they're safer. They're
safer than a regular house?
They're safer than a regular house. Because think about it, you're in a steel container versus being in wood.
But if a fire catching that steel container, it's gonna get real high.
It is, but they're materials. But think about it though, they're materials that can retard. Like you still put insulation and all that stuff in there.
Okay.
Right. So they're safer. Look at Jess, man. Jess found some good pictures too.
Well, I did see a YouTube commercial about container swimming pools.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it was like,
But I guess that's a topic for another day because I would say topic today is about container homes.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
It can be a container club, a container office building,
A container in the metaverse.
a container in the metaverse.
It could also be that.
Interesting. So you can get mortgages on them.
You can get mortgages, FHA, conventional, all of that on a container home.
They can be insured.
They can be insured, just like a traditional house.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Laverne, they have insulation, baby.
They're insulated.
Put that insulation in there.
Because I think if it gets hot here in Texas, you're gonna be in there
You're
cooking
gonna
like a
cook.
sardine
It's gonna be like
in that metal.
It's gonna be like a fry.
I'm
What
like,
they call it?
what's smelling?
A fry cooker.
What's cooking in here? Us.
We dying.
But you don't get that though.
No, you insulation.
Okay. Interesting.
You feel
Because
like
you don't have to worry about termites.
you ain't got to worry about termites. And I don't know no insects that eat steel.
Yeah, we need to throw the whole planet away if we find some of those.
throw the whole planet.
Throw the whole planet away if we get some insects that eat steel.
Hey, Earth, get out of here.
Throw it away.
Get out of here, baby.
Interesting.
All right, well, good. But yeah, so y'all check out container homes, man. That's a very affordable. We want to help get more people in the houses. That's definitely an option that we should look into.
I wonder if the city will like give people permits if they like get some land in the city and like, I'm going to put this container home. What would
Well, that may be a little bit of the snag is why they probably out there in Cleveland, Texas. Because, the city of Houston just do what the hell they want to do. And if the city of Houston feel like they ain't about that life, then they ain't about that life. And they may not be about that container home life right now.
Yeah, because I would think it's a lot of red tape for it to go through the city bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Like, are these safe for people?
Shame on you, city of Houston. Shame.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, you got a story for him, Margaret?
Yes. Real estate
gone wild.
So this is a personal story.
We love personal stories. So that means it happened to you.
It happened to me.
Yes.
Personal story.
So what happened, Margaret?
So, well, a while back I was giving a talk about, reaching back to your clients and giving them updates and tips and for you to be the go-to. Yeah, the touchback. Well, I was talking about pest control.
Okay.
Helping your clients out with pest control. Well, over the weekend, and I have another incident that happened to me.
So this happened twice?
Yes, it happened twice.
Lucky you.
Over the weekend, I was letting an inspection happen, so I go to unlock the door. Who come to the door to greet myself, the inspector and the buyer?
All right, who come to the door?
Some roaches. The roaches came to the door.
Some roaches?
Roaches. 4 of them said, we got to get out of here. So they had to leave. So 4
Them
crawled
boys
out.
like, get me out.
4 crawled out. So I went in, and it was like a lot of roaches.
In the house?
Much to where I started like shaking my leg. Like, okay.
For the inspection though?
For the inspection, yes.
Was somebody living there?
Yes, but they've been
Somebody
away
living there?
for like a while. So they hadn't been in home.
But roaches don't just show up.
No,
like
so
that mean them roaches was there when
So they might be paying rent. Who knows?
Them was the tenants.
Yes, like they
Them boys was like, you violated my rights. I
y'all
ain't
give me a call.
I didn't get no notice.
Y'all just gonna walk in on us. And like I said, four called out, and the inspector was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen worse."
The inspector was like, "I've seen worse."
Yeah, he said, "I've seen worse." And the buyer was like, "Oh wow, okay." And I'm like, you know what, girl? That's nothing. You just let a
you was
a
like
bomb
ignore
go
it.
out.
You was like ignore it, girl.
Yeah,
get this house.
That's just cosmetic.
But what we get in this house for, girl? That's a steal.
Yeah, it's just cosmetic. So just set a bomb off, and you can get rid of roaches.
You can't get rid of roaches.
So that was
raid.
Yeah, that was appalling and embarrassing because
and
somebody
you
else
stayed in the whole time.
No, I did not stay in there. No, I sat in my car.
Okay.
And the inspector had to do that because she was paying him to go and
did
walk
the buyer
with the
did the buyer go in there?
Yeah, the buyer went in because
So
she needed to see what she was buying.
In there with the roaches.
In there with the roaches.
Not you though.
So that was the most recent, but the most horrifying one was when I was.
So this ain't the first time.
No, it's not.
So you got another roach story.
Yeah, I have roach story.
Roaches.
These roaches was gone wild. So it was an upstairs condo unit.
Yeah.
It was no furniture, and it was clean.
It was clean.
It was clean.
Vacant? It was vacant.
It was vacant, clean, no furniture.
Like clean.
Like
clean. Okay.
So we walk in, but it had roaches
in the clean unit.
In the clean unit, it had roaches.
That's rare.
So in fixtures.
In the light fixtures?
In light fixtures.
The roaches was in the ceiling.
Yes. So you would go in and you would see something like cross your eye. What was that?
Yeah. Let me see.
You look again, it was a roach. So another room had more roaches.
In the fixtures?
In the fixtures. Like in the light fixture. Every little, I just had a lot of roaches. You go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
They was in the toilet.
The roaches? Were they the little roaches or the big roaches?
They were like, I call them the German roaches. So, the roaches that are a sign of filth.
The
Those
dirty roaches.
Yeah, the dirty roaches.
They come out when you got dirt. But it was clean. The unit was clean though.
Well, it was vacant. I mean, it didn't smell trashy, but it just had roaches. Okay. So one roach would drop down on me, and I was like,
on your body?
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
On my body. So it was a listing appointment. So I was like gonna sell these. So the owner with me, he's like, yeah, I tried to do something about these, but when everybody else around you don't take care of their problem, it comes over to your unit.
So these was roaches that was visiting from other people's houses.
That's what he said. And maybe they got tired from where it was, because it was like, there's no food in here, nobody's here. So what are y'all doing?
That's creepy.
I guess what I'm telling you.
So that thing fell off the ceiling?
It did.
It's raining roaches.
It was raining roaches. And
you put that in your marketing in the list?
No. I did not put that in.
Watch out for the roaches.
Yeah. So it gets embarrassing when you have your showings and people. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell them, hey, y'all gotta watch out for the roaches.
You ain't gonna tell them that?
But it's just gotta be a surprise. I don't know how to tell them that.
Surprise. So just put that in there. Watch out for surprises in the showing instructions.
Yes. So now they did get sold. So I think that's a testament to me.
The roaches and all.
Selling them condos with them roaches.
Hey,
yes,
something to be proud of.
I was doing my thing with that one.
Hey, it looked like you finna go 2 for 2 because this other one
right
too.
I can sell some roaches.
Let's go, Margaret.
But the most horrifying part was I was driving from the listing.
Yeah. And
I saw one on my sleeve. I almost crashed.
One of them got in the car with you.
It hitched the ride on me. So that's why I was like, at this most recent one, I was like, okay, let's just shake a little bit.
That boy was in the car with you.
Yes, and that's
that boy like I'm going where you going. Where we going?
Yeah, and then I'm like, I'm check my hair. Like, how do I know that ain't no mold on me? How do I know? Like, how many am I gonna have to throw the whole car away?
That's crazy, Margaret.
Yeah, so them roaches was going wild.
That's cold blooded right there. All right, you got a tip for the people, Margaret?
Okay, tip for the people gathering.
You too can sell a house that got roaches.
Yes.
No other community is gonna do it for us, for our community. Nobody's gonna do it. So we gotta do it.
National Association of Real Estate Brokers, still championing democracy in housing to this day. Founded in 1947 in Tampa, Florida. It's an organization that's near and dear to my heart as a black real estate professional for why it was founded, right? It was founded during a time where there wasn't any democracy, there wasn't any fairness when it came to African Americans and blacks in America. You know, we weren't allowed the certain rights that any citizen of a country should be allowed, right? We're talking about real estate here in Black and Real Estate because that's our focus. But the reality is that there was not democracy as it related to education, as it related to finance, as it related to work. Like there was so many discriminations as it related to voting, just basic rights that any citizen should have, right? And around that time, Booker T. Washington, one of the leaders of our community, was forming these organizations through the National Business League that was there to champion and to be an advocate for the social ills of the country as it related to black people. And during that time, NARAB was founded in Tampa, Florida. And for any real estate professional that's black, you gotta be a part of this organization. You know, to be candid with you, I've been in real estate for nearly 20 years. And I didn't find out about NARAB until close to 10 years in this business. And there's many of you out there that don't know that there's an African American Trade Association that was formed to help us get more black people in the homes. A lot of you all don't know about it, just like I didn't know about it. But guess what I'm gonna do? From the time that I found out about NARAB on, as long as I'm in this business, I'm going to be making people know. Black professionals, whether you're a broker, whether you're just maybe you're a realtor, you're just licensed, but you're in mortgage, title, insurance, inspector, appraisal, land development, property management. You know, we have black people in all of those portions of real estate. And all of those black real estate professionals, we all need to be a part of NARAB. Because when we have a united front, that's how a lot of the legislation was passed that helped black people. When we talk about the Civil Rights Act of 1968, when we talk about the fair housing laws that were passed federally, federal laws being passed with the help of NARAB since 1947. But then you have other local laws in the state of California, in the state of Georgia, that were passed because of the united front that was being able to be presented by black professionals to help pass this legislation. That social activism, that spirit of the social activist is what's going to be needed to get more black people in the homes. So, as a black professional in real estate, you need to go to NARAB.com. You need to watch the history of it. You need to look into whatever your local market is. I'm here in Houston. So if you're here in Houston with me, you definitely need to get connected with the Houston Black Real Estate Association so we can get you plugged in. You need to get connected with the State Association. You need to go to a national conference so you can engage with black professionals about the business of getting black people in the homes throughout the United States. You need to take part in it because at the end of the day, as black real estate professionals, we have to get committed to continue to grow, right? To continue to get more skilled, get more savvy, get more creative, to help our people get into properties. And we have to continue to commit to contribute. And what does that mean? Willing to do whatever it takes, because no other community is going to do it for us, for our community. Nobody's going to do it. So we got to do it. Our black love has to be so strong for our own that we're going to do whatever it takes in our skill set to get more black people in the home. Start. Go to NARAB.com. Learn about the organization so you can get in the fight with us. I promise you, it's going to be well worth your time, energy, and effort. Let's go, people.